Welcome to Berries and Cream, Berries and Cream. I am a little lad who loves berries and cream. Makeup channel. No. I put this blouse on and I was like, this blouse is giving me like berries and cream vibes, but I also was like, maybe it'll be cute with like the Edwardian hair vibe. But now I kind of think I have this weird like Kool-Aid drinking berries and cream vibe going, and I don't know how I feel about it. So I think though this sets a really good tone for what this video is going to be. Frankly, it's been a minute since I've embarrassed myself on this channel, and frankly, I think I'm due in. So long as I don't knock anything over. God, this is so stupid. Okay. He must have been celibate in Mordor there for a while because he's looking for a show. Oh no! Today I'm going to do something that I've never done on this channel before, and that is my makeup. But not just like my makeup. Make that clear. Oh no, I'm butting down. We're not doing my makeup like the way I would do it. No. But guys, no. We are not playing that game right next to that dress. Be an adult, Subi. You're 3 now. I've seen myself and I'm just like, you look like one of those moms from like elementary school, and I don't know if I need to like change my shirt because I'm distracting myself with how dumb I look. I'll be right back.
20 minutes later.
Right, okay, so makeup. Do my makeup. So I found this article, right? And so this is actually like why we're here. Like I found this article in Cosmopolitan of all places. It's not one of the like weird places I had sex articles that I now looking back think are total lies, but they made for really entertaining reading in high school. But I found this article in Cosmo from August 1901 that is called The Art of Makeup. And it's not about like what normal people's makeup looks like, but it's actually what actresses would do for the stage. And it has like all the details over how they did their makeup, what products they use, how it was applied, and it's almost like a tutorial without photos. Like it doesn't say like, it's not like step 1 do this, but they like walk you through like how the straight actresses do it. So like the non-comedic roles, the non-character roles. And so I was like, you know, this is a recipe for disaster. So I'm into it. Like I wanna see how ridiculous this actually looks. But I have it here in front of me. And so what I thought we would do today is just have a bit of a catch up, a bit of a talk, because except Subi, as always, is just throwing a hissy fit. Why do you do this to me? Do you need to go potty? You gonna poop your pants? I just kind of thought it'd be fun to follow this like tutorial just to kind of see what happens. I have very low expectations. This is mostly for my own amusement, and just I thought it'd be fun to have kind of more of a chill video. Before I embarrass myself and cover myself in terrible theatrical makeup, let's take a moment to actually thank the sponsor of this week's video, Acorn TV. It's that time of year, friends. Cooler temperatures, pretty leaves, and a lot of spoopy home decor, which means it's also time for cozy afternoons and evenings binge watching our favorite movies and TV shows under blankets with mugs of coffee or tea and a massive thing of cookies. But if you're like me and struggle with what to watch with that cozy free time, I'm happy to suggest that you give Acorn TV a try. For only $5.99 a month, Acorn TV is the largest commercial-free British streaming service that offers compelling stories, exclusive premieres, and originals you won't find anywhere else. While I normally default to their wonderful collection of educational documentaries like A Stitch in Time and Victorian House of Arts and Crafts, I've recently started watching My Life is Murder starring Lucy Lawless. It's an interesting, low-intensity, and funny mystery of the week type of series that is perfect for an afternoon of binge watching. Plus, I've never actually been to Australia or New Zealand, and so like the show is the closest thing I can get to going on vacation there at the moment, which is fun. If murder mysteries are not your thing, Acorn TV has thousands of hours of comedy, movies, period dramas, documentaries, and more binge-worthy content on their platform, with new content being released every week. You can stream Acorn TV on your favorite browser, via their app, or with your favorite streaming device from Apple to Android, and more. With Acorn TV, there is always something new to discover. Try Acorn TV for free for 30 days by going to acorn.tv and use the code Abby Cox in all lowercase letters, because you know promo codes are case sensitive. Thanks again to Acorn TV for sponsoring this video. I don't know if you guys have ever actually had a chance to really read ladies' magazines from like the Edwardian era and like late Victorian era, but they are so brutal. Like they are so mean. Like no one can insult you better than an Edwardian woman who writes for a magazine. Like the birds are just third degree all day, every day. It is incredible. Makes you wonder like how, like obviously where we all are with like our trauma, it's like we keep going backwards, you're like, I get it. They write, the makeup involves the use of cold cream, so moisturizer in this case, white grease paint, 2 shades of flesh colored grease paint, a pale tint and a darker tint, a dry rouge, lip rouge, black cosmetic, and a face powder. It is not the dainty little cold cream vial of the boudoir. Oh, no, 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 no. What you see on the actress's table is but an ample jar, often indeed a can of makeup. The grease paint can come in sticks, varying in size from that of a man's thumb to that of a lead pencil. The black cosmetic is used by brunette actresses to throw a shadow around her eyes. Blue is used by her fairer sister. Some actresses use blue above the eye and black beneath. This is gonna be fun. So the process of making up straight is as follows. The actress, that's me, first applies a liberal coat of cold cream to her face, rubbing it well into the pores of the skin so that the grease paint and rouge to follow it may not injure her natural complexion. Okay, I've already washed my face and moisturized and like serumed and everything today, but it's been a couple hours since I've done that because I had to do this and like get all of this set up. So reapplying the moisturizer is not a bad idea. Next follows the application of flesh-colored grease paint in 2 shades. 2 shades, and I think one's also much cooler than the other one, but you know what? Chaos reigns, right?
Chaos is a ladder.
What they say to do is, this is gonna be so bad. I don't have this problem. They say that the darker shade to the nose and the paler to the rest of the face. So that way your nose doesn't look too big on stage. Well, I've never had that problem. Contouring a nose to me, I'm like, what nose? Please, what would I contour on this thing? It's so twee. All right, so obviously I don't have grease paint. Like I did toy with the idea of going out to like Spirit Halloween because it's finally open, but I was like, you know, like I don't want to make this like purposely bad. Like let's try to make this good and just see how bad it gets, right? So I have 2 different types of foundation because I barely ever use it. This is NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. Is it good? I don't really know. I am not Nikki Tutorials. I have no idea. I'm using a sponge. I'm spraying it with face spray and lavender. Don't ask me why. It makes me feel like a TikTok makeup artist. Probably a terrible idea. Go with it. At least it smells like lavender, so it's like very relaxing in here now. And it doesn't say like where on the nose, like how much around the nose. Like I need to like actually put this on. But okay, I'm just gonna. It's interesting like reading the whole thing and like we'll kind of go through it, but it's like the concept is basically like really rudimentary contouring is what they're having these actresses do. And so like obviously their goals for like ideal face shapes are different than like modern goals because like nowadays we really like a strong cheekbone, like we like a strong jawline, where in the Edwardian era they're more into like rounded cheeks and like filling it out, not looking too scrawny and not looking too plump. You have to be like just right in between. I'm gonna call this like good enough. Good enough. This is the ColourPop Hyaluronic Hydrating Foundation. Pretty fresh. But no, we cannot get it on the nose. Okay, I think I'm okay. I can't really tell the like dark foundation from the light foundation. I think I look kind of scary in the monitor, but that's because I'm not used to seeing myself with foundation on. It's not really my thing. So this slight darkening of the nose is on the theory that the feature presenting itself nearest to the audience is apt to appear unduly large, just as a hand or a foot nearest to a camera will present an abnormally large appearance in the photograph. So they're just trying to deal, I guess, with lens distortion. for eyeballs. Not infrequently, one hears the remark made concerning an actress who is careless about her makeup.
Why, what an immense nose!
After the application of the grease paint, the face appears a perfect blank, but in 2 tints of flesh color. A thick layer of powder is now laid on, and the rouge passed very lightly over the entire face so that there may be nothing aggressively white about the makeup. I'm not 100% sure what they mean by rouge paw, other than maybe like just rouge, like, you know, brush and rouge and like they go over the whole face. But I'm not looking particularly white grease painted, so I'm not 100% sure I need to worry too much about that. Okay, and we're just going to town, guys. Like, we're just committing. Beep, 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 beep. I look terrifying. The cheeks are then given their bright coat of rouge. Yes! It's rouge time, baby. I have many rouges to pick from. Usually for my historic looks, I like to go with a creamy rouge. This milk rouge is fantastic. You can see that color. It's glorious, nice and bright. I'm a big fan of Glossier for historic stuff and just like every day. So this is their Cloud Paint and Storm. Little goes a long way, lasts a really long time too. But I think for this, we're gonna go with Besame's Crimson. This is actually a pretty good like mix of what you would see in like historic rouges. And I really like to use it for like all time periods. If I'm not using like the Milk one or the Glossier, this is also a really great one. If my cheeks are too plump, the lower halves of them are slightly darkened previous to applying the rouge. If too thin, any effective fullness is produced by emphasizing the principal line around the mouth with dark brown pencil, leaving just beyond this line a narrow rim of white. We're not gonna do either of those. I think my face is probably like perfectly plump for the Edwardian era. It's not too big, you know, but I'm not like gaunt cheekbones either, like, you know. Here we go. Okay, so it doesn't actually say anything really about like where the basic rouge goes, other than like trying to like have everything look as plump as possible, but not too plump, just plump enough. So I don't know. We'll see how this goes. I'm just gonna put it here and hope for the best. Ooh, that's not cute. But I guess that's okay. I think I might have gotten it too high up on my cheek, but that's also kind of like just my face, so. Let's continue. So after New York though, like this whole like fall is so busy for me, and I'm so excited because I basically get to share everything with you guys. Like none of it is like super secret. I just can't share all of it with you right now. Like you will know what's going on. You will know like what I've been up to. I just like can't tell you everything at this particular moment. This looks so much worse like in my feedback, like on my monitor than it does like in person. So I don't know what's going on there. I don't know. Like in person, it doesn't look that bad. So I can't tell you what I'm doing at the end of October at this particular moment, but it's really, really cool and I'm really stoked for it. And there's gonna be, I think, a lot of really cool content that comes out of that trip, but I can't tell you exactly what I'm doing yet. But what I am super duper excited to tell you guys about is that on November 4th, so it's a Thursday, I am actually going to be giving a lecture at Indiana University at the Art Museum about the costume exhibition that's been going on there with Glenn Close's costumes. Right now, the goal is that I'm gonna be doing kind of just an analysis of the movie's costumes for Dangerous Liaisons, but also doing a bit of a side-by-side comparison and like a discussion of how the costumes were constructed versus actual antique garments and like seeing what we can learn there. You know, it's just gonna be like this really kind of hopefully interesting and chill discussion about 18th century clothing construction, and then like how that relates to like Dangerous Liaisons, because that movie, like the costumes for that movie were the pinnacle for so long, and they're still some of the best movie costumes like ever, period. So I'm really, really excited about that. That talk is open to the public. I'm not sure about like reservations or tickets or anything like that, but once I have more information about that kind of stuff, I will post about it on my Instagram account. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, I highly recommend that you do, because that's where it'll be. I'm really excited. Like, I'll just be around, so I don't know, like, if you're like a student at IU, like, if you see me, like, come say hi, like, I'll probably be like, wah! But I'll be like super excited to meet you. They say nothing about eyebrows, so I just say we're gonna do that now. Next in the process comes the eyes. A portion of black cosmetic is scraped off the stick and placed in a tiny spoon-like vessel, which is held above the gas flame until the cosmetic is melted. In this liquid form, the cosmetic is applied to the eyelashes with what is known as an eyelash quill, and as the drop applied to each separate lash runs down and forms into a bead at the end, this is what we call beading the lashes. Okay. When the cosmetic is cool and partially set, it is used in drawing a heavy dark line at the edge of the eyelid, both above and below and beneath the eye. The lines meeting at the outside of the eye are elongated into a tapering line to produce the dreamy almond eye effect. A tiny dab of lip rouge is added to the corner of the eye to lend an expression of brilliance. The ingenue produces an expression of limpid, large-eyed innocence by inserting a line of white directly below the eye, just above the lower lashes. The actress, who possesses an exceedingly small eye, that's me, frequently makes it up by painting in the entire hollow below with blue grease paint. We will not be doing that. That will not go well. But they don't talk about like the cosmetic and like they did in the beginning with like the black and the blues. So I think we're gonna do like a hodgepodge of everything they say, but in a way that I think will be a little bit, hopefully be a little bit better. Like, okay, so it doesn't say how much to apply, but when you do see like images of like these actresses, you do see like kind of a nice blendy. I don't know, we'll see how this goes. This is so weird because my desire to like really like blend it up, because I usually just like pack it on like on my lid and I focus more about like blending up here, but I'm trying like to not do that. I feel like those of you all who have been around here for like a long time are probably not gonna be surprised by what I'm getting ready to tell you guys, but like we are planning on leaving Reno probably in the spring. Oh, this has a mirror. I forgot this had a mirror. But like we want to move back east actually. In part, like I want to be closer to my family. It's a lot cheaper to live there. Like for my work, like for doing this, it's like so much better. I know it feels like everyone in like our like little niche has been like moving and buying houses, and that's because we have been, but it wasn't like intentional. I think that actually looks okay, like eyeshadow wise. Now it's time to add the blue at the bottom. I think this will work because I don't actually have like, it's just very full down there, I guess is a good way to say it. Like, so I don't have like a clear place where I can like, you know, like whiten it out to like make my eyes look bigger or do anything like that. It's kind of like my eyes are just like there. Though hilariously enough, I used to wear like navy blue eyeshadow in high school all the time. Just, you know, for those of you who are in like to the Y2K, shimmery navy blue eyeshadow, baby. That was it. All right. Like, how much am I supposed to blend with this? Oh, this is not. Boy. I admire makeup artists who can like really like work with like all this like real estate around their face, because I feel like I do it and it's like it ends up just like taking over my whole face. Like I don't have like the real estate to really like have a good time, and it makes me sad. Okay, blending it out, I think it looks a little bit better, a little bit smokier. Like I don't know if that's the right way, but at least it doesn't look like garbage. So Let's go with it. I don't know if you guys have like noticed, but like my uploading schedule is changing. I've been kind of like just easing myself into it. But like starting this month, like for real, like I'm going into an every other week uploading schedule. And that is so that way like we can focus on having like really good content here. Like I have time to really produce good content. Okay, I gotta be honest, I'm really not hating this as much as I thought I would. It's kind of weird, but at least like far away, like on my monitor, it doesn't look as bad. I don't know what it looks like in 4K. It could look like garbage in 4K, but when I'm tweeting, I don't think it looks that bad. Okay, so we did that, even though like they kind of forgot to like walk us through what part of the process that was supposed to be. So now it's time to take the black cosmetic, which I think is just them trying to say eyebrow pen. I'll get it out. Eyeliner. When the cosmetic is cool and partially set, it is used in drawing a heavy dark line at the edge of the eyelids, both above and beneath the eye. The lines, meaning at the outside of the eye, are elongated into a tapering line to produce the dreamy, almond-eyed effect. A tiny dab of lip rouge. Oh, I forgot the lip rouge. Ooh, am I actually gonna add the lip rouge? Or should I just use like a pink shadow? But the rouge is creamy. Like the lipstick would be creamy. For historic stuff, what I actually really like is Glossier, especially if you're trying to go subtle, just their Generation G lip. I have like several colors. This one's Jam. It's the kind of more darky purple that you'll see me wear. But for this, they seem to indicate that it's a bright red. And so I'm using their newest one, which is the Ultra Lip. So it's a little bit of a sheen to it in Fett. Okay, this is like really the powder. I guess maybe this kind of, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. Okay, but we did it. We committed to adding a bit of the lip rouge to the inner corner of the eye. Personally, I think this makes me look a little sick. We're gonna do the eyeliner first and then the mascara, just because that's how I like to do it. Heavy dark line on the lid. This is like high school Abby all over again. This is great. Could you actually imagine like an adult, like with this much makeup on? Like, oh my God, no wonder they made fun of it so much. So I'm just gonna use a brush just to kind of soften this line. This looks so bad. It's just looking worse. Oh my God. Oh God. All right. Here we go. So I need to add the white in my waterline to help, I don't know, pretend that I'm 19 instead of in my 30s, I guess. I always see like people who do cosplay like use like white eyeliner like to such great effect, and I'm like, wow, that's really cool. I wish I could do that. I don't know. I guess I never feel like it looks right on me. You guys tell a difference? Maybe? I mean, they look different. I'm now an ingenue. Okay, so eyes are, I guess they're done. We're calling them done. Gonna put mascara on. Glossier's Lash Slick is fantastic for natural looking mascara. I find it a little drying, which is kind of rotten for my BFRB. When it comes for like specific uses, like I do really like it.
5 minutes later.
Okay, so like, obviously I put the mascara on and like the lipstick on like when the camera was off. The Glossier like Ultra Lip and Fett, that's what I'm wearing now. So we were already good there, so I was like, oh, I'll just put this on so that way I'm not like watching my mouth just like continue to disappear into my face, which I really, not a fan of that. I think on stage, it's okay. You know, I think if I was way far back and we had the like lighting coming up from the stage, I think it could be all right. For like this, what we're doing here, I think 16-year-old me would have been like really into it, but I don't think mid-30s me is into it. This looks really weird. I think it has potential. I think it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But you know, it was a fun experience. Okay, so with that, obviously a very different vibe of video, but I had fun doing whatever this is on my face. It was fun to like try and just actually see, because like I was reading some of these instructions and I was like, this is gonna look like garbage. And it's like, it's not my favorite look. Like, it's actually not nearly as bad as what I thought it was gonna look like. And maybe it's because I was just very careful, and I'm obviously not using grease paint, and I'm using foundation, and you know, not as like extremes, but it's not as bad as it could have been, but it's still not the best. I hope that you guys liked hanging out with me today. A little bit of life updates, a little bit of professional updates. If you are in Bloomington, Indiana, or an IU student, I hope I see you guys in November. And with that, I think it is time to wash my face, because I can like feel the powder just like, you know, all the moisture out of my face right now. Like, I could just feel myself shriveling up. I'm in the desert. Like, I don't need to over powder my face. Like, I fight dryness here in the desert. So I'm gonna go wash my face. And with that, I do hope that you all have a lovely rest of your day, and I will see you all back here in a couple weeks with another video. And with that, have a good one, guys. Bye. Hey, babe.
Yeah.
Do you wanna come tell me I'm pretty?
Yeah, give me a minute.
Look at my face.
It's a lot.
Do you see the, like, I look like I have like a disease, like pink eye in the inner corner?
This isn't gonna be in your video, is it?
Oh, I think it is gonna be in the video. I should go downtown.
Yeah, you fit right on 4th Street.